Hey. Hey, man. Say, man. This little Shay, man. Hollering at you all the way from Cosset Library. And we in the Shay Shack today with my friend, Jerastina. Oh, wait. Let me turn it up.
Yay!
Yeah, you get an applause. Yeah. But, I just wanted to come. I like my mic to be close to my face. I just wanted to come, and invite my friend to talk with me about any and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Always do.
Life and shit.
That's funny.
What's funny?
We're friends.
Yeah, we are friends.
Just hearing you introduce me as your friend, it's just like, oh.
Oh, what should I introduce you as?
My friend.
If not my friend.
Yeah, it's just cute.
I ain't gonna say what I was finna say. Whatever. You already knew what I was finna say, huh?
It's funny.
100. Hey, but is there anything like, okay, you want to introduce yourself, tell them about you, where you from, all that good stuff?
Okay. I'm Jerastina. I'm from Memphis. I grew up in South Memphis. It might not look like it, but I did.
Okay.
I'm a mom to a almost 2-year-old little boy. I'm also an Army reservist. I'm an air traffic controller, 15 Quebec. What else? I think I'm like every woman. That's how I would describe myself. I'm a little bit of everything. I'm like, I don't want to say look him, but it's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of Oprah. It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything.
Okay.
It's a personality gumbo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I feel like, let's see, if I had to describe myself, I don't know where I would start. I would probably start with the fact that I'm a little shy. I ain't really shy for real.
Right.
But I just, like, a lot of times I'm reserved a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like I'm not shy at all. I would not describe myself as shy, but I'm very much like read the room.
You read the room?
Definitely. I read the room, but I also observe people and the way that they are behaving, their body language.
I think I just
vibes.
I was just telling somebody the other day about how part of my issue is I don't go into the room and read it. Like, I'm too busy trying to like be in the corner by myself and avoid everybody that I'm not reading the room. And I think that when I do have issues in public, it be because I didn't read the room.
No, for real. That's like a survival mechanism.
Nigga, my survival mechanism is to ignore everybody.
Okay. I feel that, but it's like, for me, I don't know. I'm more like feminine presenting. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe that's part of it. And then on top of that, military training, on top of like, I grew up in South Memphis, like, we lock the door because you never know.
Now we lock the door.
I think I just have learned to always, you never know. Like, it might be somebody in the corner with a backpack. Mm-hmm. And they look suspicious, but ain't nobody paying attention to them.
Right.
And they're taking advantage of the fact that nobody's paying attention to them. And so, boom, a bomb.
Boom, a bomb.
I just
feel like, look, the nigga in the corner or the person in the corner, I told my mama I'm going to stop cussing or I'm going to try to slow down. And also, they said that affects the YouTube shit. I mean, the YouTube,
Wow.
So, let me stop. I'm going to try to.
Starting now.
And I just cussed again. Anyways, what I saying?
I
don't know.
We were talking about reading the room, and you were saying no, the person that's in the corner.
I said I be thinking about how people tend to pick on a person that's be in the corner by themselves, and then when they go blow up the school, they be like, "Why the fuck you blow up the school?" The person was, bitch, you was picking on them. They were minding their business, probably had a bunch of shit going on outside of school, and then you wanted to come to school and mess with the nigga that wasn't messing with you.
Maybe that too. I don't know.
But shit, it could be both.
People used to mess with me in school, but not like kick me and throw my books,
What they used to say? What they used to? Was you bullied in school?
I wouldn't say bullied, but like, just kids are terrible. Like,
not kids are terrible.
High schoolers, there's like you just have like a lack of awareness.
Yeah.
And so everything's about you and what you want and how you feel, and you don't take into consideration how things that you do affect other people. But I wouldn't say that I got bullied, but like guys in high school that I didn't want to talk to, rumor. I was at the movie theater in a compromising position.
Oh my gosh.
Lies.
Terrible.
They used to hurt my feelings.
That would have hurt my feelings too. That's why I don't deal with niggas.
Especially because I was a virgin for real. I was like,
oh my God.
Like, no, my feelings were hurt.
Oh my gosh.
And if you're watching this, I remember. I forgive you because you're a child of God, but I don't forget.
She better than me because
I remember. And it was not one time.
And she a Scorpio saying, I forgive you. Like
I do. I'm working on myself.
I'm pretty good at holding grudges.
It's like, it's like if I was to see them right now and they'd be like, hey, Jerastina, what's up? We not cool. How you doing? I'm glad to see you. But no, we not cool.
Okay. Hell no, fuck them. I was supposed to stop cussing. Fuck them.
No, that happened to me so many times. And people used to I don't want to say people used to bully me, but like my lips, I always had very full lips. People used to talk about that. My forehead is big. I don't
want to say this. I was kind of bullied.
You think so?
You know what I'm saying? Ever since elementary school. But I think that I was gay way before I knew it. And other people saw it on me. And
before you had accepted or decided.
Before I could understand and even know what the fuck it was. I can remember being in elementary school. I remember just standing in the line. You know, they tell you skip every block. The blocks on the floor was tan and green. We stand on the green blocks. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I'm standing in the line, getting ready to go. We were just getting ready to go to the other building. And this girl walked through the door and she said, dyke. And I'm probably in the 4th grade, 5th grade. I didn't know what a dyke was. All I knew was she was very aggressive towards me. And I was like, it was like little shit like that would hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Then also in the 5th grade, I was in Clue. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Hell yeah. Fuck you mean. Smart niggas over here.
We're reading about grade level.
Fuck you talking about. I was in Clue and, we got to go to a different classroom. Man, this girl that wasn't even in Clue was like, Shay was in Clue kissing Crystal. I'm like, man, this... And everybody, believe the shit. And
that's what used to make me mad.
You feel me?
That people used to believe it. It's like, okay, you started a rumor, but... You alone soldier starting rumor. It's the people that act like they believe you that made me mad.
Like what? This girl don't even be in the Clue room. How would she know what happened in that hole? You know what I'm saying? Period. Point blank. I think that was that little shit right there. And I remember having this friend. I met her once. She transferred to the school, so I met her in the summertime before school, before she had her first
day in school.
You know what I'm saying? When she got there, when we was young. She had a big booty.
Wow.
You feel me? So
I can't relate.
You can't relate?
My legs were always big, like my calves.
Yeah.
But I don't think my booty was big until later in life.
When we was in 5th grade, she had an ass on her. And so I feel like she was popular because she had an ass, right? I'm more of a I just be to myself. I don't give a fuck about shit, so I just be to myself. Right. I just remember somebody made something up, said I said that about her, and I remember her. She didn't even accuse me. She asked me did I say it, but that shit hurt my feelings so bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? That she
it's like attacking your character.
Definitely attacking my character.
And you talking about 5th grade. And it's crazy because when you were saying that, all I'm thinking is the things that kids do, you can't say necessarily that somebody taught them, but more than likely they observed that type of behavior, that word dyke. A child didn't come up with that.
You know what I'm saying?
They learned that from someone.
Somebody would call in them that or something.
Yeah, or they heard somebody else say that. And, we got to stop that. We got to stop, as a society, pushing overly sexual, salacious, derogatory, can't control their self, ravenous, sexual, perverted creatures on LGBTQ plus people, because it's detrimental.
We gotta stop doing that, period. Because I remember, I'm kind of jumping everywhere, but I was in the motherfucking grocery store. Stop cussing. I was in the grocery store.
The store for groceries.
Yep, the grocery store. And I don't know if this dude was looking at a girl or what, but he was he had said to myself, another dude had said to him, he was like, I can't help it. So I'm guessing he was looking at somebody's booty, right? Somebody's underage girl's booty. You get what I'm saying? And he was like, I'm just a man. It's just in the nature. Nigga,
no.
You a grown ass man. I just have some self control. that's a child. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling on yourself.
You get what I'm saying? And
you're admitting that I am aware that this is improper.
You feel me?
And not only am I doing it, I'm saying it out loud.
And I'm gonna make an excuse for myself, and the next nigga gonna make an excuse for me and say it's okay too. Cause the other dude was like, "Yeah, you just a man." No, it ain't no just a man shit, boy. We ain't ravenous creatures out here in the streets. Nigga. Yeah, we are civilized. Keyword civilized human beings. Act
if
like
you want to be.
Yeah,
we're
right.
inherently evil.
Who?
All of us.
I guess. I'm gonna let you have it. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah, we are. Unfortunately. We're not necessarily evil, but all of us have a nature, just like the original saying.
Yeah, but like men being so accepting to their sexual nature to the point where you can't have enough self-control not to mess with somebody underage. That's crazy to me. I mean, like it's not crazy, but it's just like do fucking better.
I was just watching the news with my daddy.
Do fucking better.
Right?
I'm listening.
He was watching the news because I don't really watch. I try not to watch local news because it's just like, it's so heavy. Watching more broad news, it's like I feel like I'm making myself informed. But there was a lady, she was walking down the street talking about like 4 p.m. A man, she had on a skirt. A man walked up behind her with his pants unbuckled and tried to assault her in broad daylight. Like walking down the street on the sidewalk, broad daylight, other people around.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Like, what is happening for real?
You need sex that bad? I can't relate.
No,
you know I can't relate. Probably. I don't know. I might be asexual as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I have a partner that I love, and we have sex.
I'm dead.
And I enjoy sex. I do. I think that it's like when you're younger and you're like a teenager and like we're young and we feel on each other and stuff, it's like the forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I want to have sex so bad. But it's like once you know what I'm saying? I've been with my man for some years now. We have a life together, How
does it feel?
What?
Yeah, your life here with your man.
I love my life. I'm very blessed. I really am. I mean, we were talking about sex. What I was going to say is that I think you just kind of learn that a relationship is so many more things that don't necessarily have to include sex.
Okay.
If I was to describe the things that I'm proud of in my relationship, it would not be we have so much sex. Their communication is healthy. We support each other and the dynamic and shared gender roles and things. Those are the things that I am proud of. I mean, I want to please my partner and I want to be pleased. That is important. But I think that as you get older, you just understand that sex is such a small part of what you need in life to be happy.
For sure. I know. Goddamn.
It just isn't like, I don't know. You're asking me about like my life. Yeah, like I'm happy that I feel safe in my home. I don't feel attacked by my partner. I don't feel pressured into sex, which in itself takes away like the taboo nature of sex. When you're dating someone, you're like, eventually, they're going to ask me to have sex or something's going to happen where it's like, I may want to have sex and it's like awkward.
Yeah, I was watching a podcast the other day. It's a married couple. They have a podcast, and basically, so they had somebody send in a question that basically said she had just had a baby. A woman had just had a baby,
right?
And she didn't want to have sex with her man because of whatever happens after you have a baby. And
I think I saw that too.
Yeah, he pressured her into having sex. She said she did it, and then she resented him for the next 9 years. Like, she didn't want to have sex with him for the next 9 years because, he didn't give her the space that she needed.
That is, okay, that's like, in my mind, it's like that is so, when you have a baby, and I'm telling people from experience, there's nothing in life that compares to it. I broke my hip in the Army. Very painful. The mental stress of like not being able to do what you're used to do. Having a baby is unique not comparable to anything else. Like, you know, especially after your baby was in there and they come out, it's like you have a literally gaping hole inside. It's so weird when you bend over, you feel like it's about to fall out. Your coochie split. Honey, my coochie was split. You know what I'm saying?
My coochie was split.
Yeah, admit, like when they say,
I'm trying to see if I got a sound for that.
no, like it is real.
My
Better now.
My coochie split.
No, wow. But no, it's like if you there's just so many things that are going through my mind. But like, let me tell you something. Like, marriage is important and it's beautiful.
Okay.
A happy relationship is important and it's beautiful. But there are people who cannot communicate well with their husband, with a partner they've been with for years, and not being able to communicate is important. But we have to, as women, we have to really ask ourselves, why am I doing this? Why am I getting married? Why am I having a baby?
I think that's everybody, not just women, but everybody.
Like, why am I in this relationship? Is this the person?
I didn't hear women say, like, they had kids because they wanted somebody to love them type shit.
Yeah, like,
which is kind of weird if you ask me.
No, it is. There is an unconditional love that comes with motherhood.
It is, but also, like, what if you a fucked up ass person and then your kid just don't want to love you because you a fucked up ass person?
That's what I'm saying.
So then that defeats the whole purpose of why you even had a baby, and now the dynamic of the relationship is completely fucked.
Yeah. Or you're in a marriage and you've been with this person for 10 years. We were together for 5, and then we got married, and then we had a baby. Then we waited for 5 years, and we had a baby. And I realized after that that this person is not a great partner, not supportive, not a great parent. It's like, we really got to do the work beforehand.
And, you know, after, like, you know, I don't know if I want to say this. Watching my mother's marriage makes me question everybody's marriage. You know what I'm saying?
If that's not a word, I can relate. It's the truth.
And you watch people be together, and you may, like, sometimes it's like one person loves the other person acts retarded.
Yeah.
Or acts like, let me not say retarded.
Yeah.
Acts, they don't love the other person. Just simple like that. And I come across that in, like, regular ass relationships where people be
just like interactions.
No, people be with people that they don't love, but you know what I'm saying? You won't leave the person that you don't love because you know that they are a good person. Yeah. Simple like that. And
smart,
so you don't
capable, successful.
They good. They doing everything right. You just don't love them. So it's like, for that reason, the relationship is falling apart, but you won't leave. And they love you, so they not gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, y'all just, y'all together.
And I mean, on the note of, like, women being able to speak up for themselves in a relationship in general, and, like, as far as sex goes, I don't think I realized how, I don't know if I want to say abrasive I was when it came to that, but, like, nobody ever necessarily told me, this is how you talk to men about sex. But it's like, I think maybe my experiences or whatever, but it's like, there are women who are sleeping with men and letting these men impregnate them, and they are not getting there.
Not getting off?
Yes. Having babies.
So you are vocal about,
oh, honey,
whatever goes on.
One thing about me, I'm going to have something to say. I'm going to say something. That's just me. I'm not one of those women that's, well, no. Let's talk about it. Yesterday, and I just feel.
Yesterday, I feel
we
like.
need to. And I didn't like the way.
I be in situations, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like having sex too much. That's because I get my feelings hurt a lot. But it's been a couple times where I done had sex with people that I didn't want to have sex with.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
You feel me?
It's so awkward trying to tell somebody, like, yeah, no.
Sometimes no is the hardest word to say. And it's crazy because I hate people that can't tell me no. Or, like, people who say no very indirectly. But I hate that because I can't understand it. That's why I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if you want to say no, just fucking say no. Goddamn. I'm not the type of person that's going to be too upset at you for saying no. Like, even if I was upset, I'll get over it.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, I'd rather you have you have solid boundaries,
right,
and you be okay as a person,
right,
than to be trying to please me.
Because what happens when we leave this situation, and like, how do you feel? And then if you ever were to tell me, hey, I didn't really want to do that, but I did, it's like, am I a rapist? Like, what? It's just like, can you just say how you feel, please?
Am I a rapist? And then, like, on the podcast I was watching, this is a married couple. He was in there just talking about how, you know what I'm saying, his wife be sleeping. Sometimes he want to have sex. And his wife gave him the okay. Like, hey, if you want to have sex, I don't mind you tapping me on my shoulder or waking me up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She gave him the okay. And what his response was, I still don't do it because it still feels non-consensual.
Literally, I had this exact same conversation with my man. You know, where we had this this type of situation come up. This conversation needed to be had, and I was just like, you know, I want to, or even if, you know, you want to and I'm asleep, it's okay, but make sure I'm totally awake first. You know. And even with that, okay, like, he still doesn't. Like, he's like, hey, like, hey, you know, you want to
wake your ass up.
Yeah, like, are you sure you gonna give me some, you know? And he needs to hear a verbal yes.
Okay, and I respect it.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, if you don't feel that way, you know what, though? I think that men have, like, things that turn them on. I think that people have weird quirks.
They do. I just want to say this. I was definitely in a situation one time where I was sleeping in the bed with this girl, and she woke me up in the middle of the night. I think she was sucking my titty or something. Can I say that? I'm the host.
Say no. You know, in my life, my baby is 20 months old and I'm still breastfeeding. So sucking a titty in my life just has totally different meaning. Okay.
Well, anyways, I woke up to that, and I remember wanting to punch her in the chest. Like, that was my first thought. Like, I'm finna hit this. You know what I'm saying? But that was because I didn't want to have sex.
Right.
So being woken up like that was kind of just, it put me in an uncomfortable position.
Right.
And then to be half asleep and then have to, like, explain to a person
half sleep
that you don't want to fucking have sex.
You've already initiated. Didn't give me a chance. I didn't even get a chance.
It's like, okay, it'd be easier for me to just finish the act. And I don't really have no resentment towards them for them, but I definitely be thinking about that shit, and I definitely, like, have moments where I be like, you know what, I should have punched that bitch in her chest.
Yeah, I feel.
Is that wrong with me? I don't give a fuck.
I think what keeps me from having resentment for people a lot of times is I really try to understand, why do people do the things that they do. You know,
I think that, I'm not trying to speak for her, but I think that some people, like, that's the way they know love, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know love from actions or the way people spend time, but you feel love and intimacy by having sex. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what you want, or that's the only way you know to get it. And so,
like, if we love each other, then we have sex. That's like what they teach you when they first tell you what sex is. When two people love each other.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know?
Oh God, the birds and the bees.
But not
I never had
necessarily.
a birds and the bees talk.
I never did either.
Okay.
I did not.
I wonder if they're common in the black community.
I don't think it is.
You don't think they are?
What are the birds and the bee? Like, what happens in the story? I never heard it.
I don't know, man. Who was it, the birds? And
who's
which one
the bird?
and who's the bee?
And who's the bee? I don't know. Nobody ever said that to me. Never heard of that.
Okay, me either.
But yeah, like, I don't know what you were saying about.
I just wanted to share my experience on, like, so you, like, the opposite of, you know what I'm saying? We had an experience where somebody communicated that it was okay.
Yeah.
And then it just reminded me of a time that that shit was definitely not okay. And that was a woman-on-woman situation. It wasn't a...
Right. I was going to say, like, I think our society is very patriarchal.
Definitely.
And, like, misogynistic. Like, and so many women have internalized misogyny. And just, like, if we are not, like, taught the counter of that, it's like, how do you not? When do you learn to respect yourself?
Yeah.
And assert yourself against men? Hey, how you doing? He gave us the okay to keep going. But yeah, like, I think a lot of women, you have a different perspective, but even from my perspective, women have a hard time speaking up for themselves.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
a hard time, even not even just a relationship or sexual, with friends,
with family.
Somebody makes a joke that you don't agree with, you don't say anything, or
I think as women, a lot of time we taught not to have opinions or thoughts, or you know what I'm saying.
Don't be troublesome.
Don't look. A man is talking, shut up and listen. I hate that shit. Like, that is one of the main reasons why I really don't want to fuck with men, because it just be like, nigga. I'm a like a human being that think for myself. I can go get my own money. I don't need you to provide for me. You know what I'm saying? The least you could do is respect the fact that I can think for myself and go get my own money. I don't need you to think for me. I don't need nobody to think for me. And I don't, personally, I don't respect people who can't think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck what somebody else think. Do you believe that shit? Or do, you know what I'm saying? And especially when people start treating other people differently, like you could fuck with me on a personal level, right? But then when these folks come around, you don't fuck with me no more.
Yeah, or when I speak up for myself, it's like, oh.
You know what I'm saying? I hate this shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I was about to say something. I forgot.
I'm sorry.
No, you didn't interrupt me. It's just, I think it's like mom brain. But
mom brain.
It'll come to me. I think it's what we were talking about earlier about like our dads and men. And, like, the way it made us see relationships. I don't know. Maybe that's what I was about to say.
What you say it? Elaborate.
I think that, like, a lot of times when you hear women talking about why they don't like men, it's them not having had a father figure. Right? But I had a father figure, and I still have. Like, right now, my son is with my dad. I have a father figure. I had multiple father figures. I had uncles. I had a stepdad. Right. I had lots of men that were present. Maybe they were not the perfect example of a man. And honey, I definitely went through and I'm trying to recover from man hating.
Man hating?
Yeah. I think my dad, I think my dad was a great example of maybe not the man that I wanted to be in a relationship with, but a good example of a man. You know, like a man's man. My dad cussed the grass. You know.
Yeah, I didn't have one of those. Yeah. Yeah, my father died when I was 4, and my stepfather. I don't know if I should be saying this shit, but I want to talk about it.
This is healing.
My stepfather just was not a great example of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga didn't cook. He didn't clean. He didn't really have a job, not a for real job, you know what I'm saying? Like, his daddy was the pastor of the church and he played the piano. So, you know what I'm saying? I watched him. I didn't like the way he treated my mama. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way he treated me. Right. He used to talk mad shit about my dad. My dad is dead. Wow. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and I like, as I get older, I'm like, damn, like, am I that much of a threat to this grown ass man? Right. And the truth is, yeah, you are. And this way, and then that shit carries over into like the way I carry myself, the way I dress, and the way I interact with men now. Like, even now, sometimes with the way men approach me, I just be like, what the fuck, fool? Like, I'm a goddamn 5'2", less than 100-pound woman. Why the hell are you approaching me like that? And it's just like,
it's really hard to separate the two.
Am I a threat to you? Are you intimidated by me? Like,
let me tell you,
I'm scared of you. For sure, I am most definitely afraid of your ass. Why are you acting like you scared of me? Or why are you trying to intimidate me and make me more scared of you? That's how I feel. But maybe they not aware of the initial fear that's already there.
I think my problem is that I'm not afraid of men.
You not?
I don't. I'm not. I think that, I mean, I have not the same experience as you, but like my stepdad too definitely affected my ideals about men. And, you know, there was a time I just lost all respect for men and the way that they do things.
I watched, the shit I used to watch growing up.
Yeah. It's hard I wasn't fucking with it.
I wasn't fucking with it. I wasn't fucking with it. And my stepdad used to steal from us. I think of one grown ass man jumped at me one time. It was over with. You jumped at me. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Cause at the same time I'm thinking, damn, I wasn't even 18 yet. I'm like, damn, you'll jump at somebody that's not 18. And in my perspective, I'm just trying to do what people told me to do. Hey, when you leave the house, make sure this person leave the house with you. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But you mad at me because I'm trying to do what I was told to do.
Right. I don't know. Being in the military, which is very male,
I'm listening.
also very white, and I am just. I mean, there's a lot of other black people. You know, maybe not in aviation. I work in aviation. But there are other black people. But I think that being in the Army made me understand that there's a lot of people who are black, but they don't have deep Memphis, Black History Month, Martin Luther King, Kwanzaa, like we had.
They ain't niggas.
Right. It's like they are. They're like Carlton was black.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Will.
Right.
But
I
you know,
understand.
black is not a monolith. This is what you always say.
Yep. And I only say that because people be using it on me all the time, and I be like, you using it against me, but you're also making my point. So they be using it to be on the side of the less, more assimilated person.
Yeah. Or like the less.
But I'm saying that shit as a hood nigga, like, hey, bruh.
And there's like, in society, there's like an acceptable version of, you know, kind of like I don't want to say like the good Negro.
Yeah, say it.
There's an acceptable version of a woman. And if you don't fit into that, it's like, honey, aggression, cognitive dissonance, when people know that something is not right, but it just goes against what you understand. It's like you can't accept it.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna write a book.
You should write it. I think you should, for sure.
My experiences have been absolutely not all bad. I've had very welcoming, good leaders and mentors in the military, but overall, I mean, it's like watching somebody say something and understanding in that moment that they don't even understand that what they're saying is improper.
Right.
Or what they're doing, you know. But it's also like seeing lots of men be really strong in a place, but also still be like, your masculinity is so sensitive, right? So it's like, why would I be scared of you? I saw you take that test and I saw the answer, the score that you got, honey. You're not that scary,
right?
You know, we all went to the range together, and I seen how you missed. Like it's just not that scary.
She said, "Bitch, you can't shoot." Nigga.
Right? Like, some of the scariest people that I ever met were not people that I thought would be scary.
Okay.
The scariest interactions I had with people that did the worst things to me were not the people that you would have thought were scary.
Okay.
You know, not what scary looked like. That was a word?
I'm trying to see.
Food for thought. No, like, really. I mean, a predator. Once upon a time, we had an image of what, like, a rapist was.
Yeah.
Or a child molester or whatever. That person doesn't necessarily look like or act like what we think they might look like or act like.
Shit.
That's more scary to me. I'd rather you look like the boogeyman, so I know you're coming when I see you.
Right. But then, that's definitely not how it happens. That's definitely
not.
Most of the time not how it works. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
It be your own people.
No, really.
It be your own people.
Your own people, unfortunately.
Man, I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what it was.
I
think it was about being a good nigga.
Oh.
Because that's how I felt in college. I used to feel like I went to the University of Memphis, and, you know, I just feel like shit.
You felt like you were?
I feel like that's what they wanted from me. Okay. And I was definitely in the mindset of, bitch, I'm not the good nigga.
Right.
Try somebody else.
You weren't.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. But that's also most of that is because I love and respect myself. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, damn, you asking me to give up things that I feel like I shouldn't have to give up in order to be successful in a college environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why do I have to shut up?
Why do I have to dress the way you want me to dress? You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to change the way I speak? Like, I just feel like, bitch, you understand me, but the more I you know what I'm saying, was in the environment, I was like, nah, they don't understand me.
Yeah. Some of it is that people don't understand. Yeah. Some people have not been around. Like, I think that you and I are both two very strong but different examples of what a black woman is.
You hear me?
Right? And I think that some people don't, like, it's, they never seen.
They don't. I think most people don't like strong black women. Like most people are intimidated
confusing.
by strong black women.
Confusing, intimidating.
Like, you know what you want. You stand for some shit.
Right.
Oh,
she corrected me.
You got morals. Wrong. You got values.
Wow.
She's not gonna just shut the fuck up and let me tell her anything.
She's gonna stand up for herself.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
oh my gosh.
She's smarter than me.
Maybe I should hit her in the face. That's how I feel like men. That's how I feel like men. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
Some men lean into that.
They shouldn't. But I ain't gonna lie. I tend to, like, when I can't communicate, there are actions, you know what I'm saying, that follow up.
See, I don't know if it's like what it is that made me so outspoken. I don't know if that's just like a calling on my life. But I don't have a problem, honey. I will break it down to you. You understand? Let's talk about it. Let me help you. Because you need to know. I'm going to say something. I don't know how to shut up.
You don't know how to shut up?
No, I have to speak up for myself. I very much believe in communication rules the nation.
Yeah.
So many problems could be solved if we could just relax, take a couple deep breaths.
And I think that...
and breathe, talk.
You hear me? And I think that on the other side, I be telling people I'm a person of extremes. So either I'm going
a Scorpio,
not say nothing at all, or I'm finna get in your shit.
Right.
You know
I think
what I'm
I'm like that too.
So it's like, so sometimes the middle ground is let me communicate calmly. But it was like, okay, maybe I tried to communicate calmly and you weren't hearing it. So now I'm yelling and screaming and shit.
Right.
But also I feel like, so I just noticed, like, lately, that when things happen, I do become overly emotional. So emotional to the point where I'm crying or I'm angry. I'm throwing a fit, angry fit. And then the problem with that, though, is that I'm not able to communicate how I really feel.
Right.
Because I'm too busy throwing a fit.
And people make their own assumptions.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't really get out what you're trying to say
at all. Like I'm not saying what I'm trying to say. I'm just reacting to the emotions that I feel in the moment.
Right.
Because my emotions are here and the words are not there.
Right. But there's something underneath that, though. Like, that is a parasympathetic response. Me getting angry, something you said to me, it made me start sweating.
But I realized, like, I hate being fucked over. I hate feel like I'm being taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So if you put me in a position where I just feel like, bro, you just out here fucking me over.
Right.
0 to 100, nigga, real quick.
Right. Especially when I know I'm waking up every day trying to be a good person.
And
trying to do right.
Don't let me get racially profiled, bro. I be so motherfucking upset. And then I'm acting the way that you think I'm finna act because you didn't racially profile me. You know what I'm saying? I be nigga, what? Don't you what? You said what? You think I'm finna do what, bro? Right. Listen, if I wanted to go steal some shit, I'd steal it. I'm trying to do it the right way, and you still accusing me of stealing. Yeah. I beat your ass. But also that's me. I feel some type of way about myself. So I'm just like, damn, how dare you, attack my character like that?
Right. And I think we gotta, all of us, but especially certain, because I can't say, but I cannot think of an instance where I was racially profiled.
It's crazy. And that's what I say. It happened to me all the time. And that's why I be telling people, like, your appearance. Like, people judge you off the way that you look. And I think that that's a big thing for me in general. And that's why, like, I had somebody tell me they hate the Tyler Perry movies. And I'm like, bro, we need Tyler Perry movies. I get that you don't like that they stereotypical, but there are people that live like that.
And need to see.
You know what I'm saying? And there's people that don't live like that, don't know people like that exist. You know what I'm saying? But also, on top of that, you know what I'm saying, we use these movies to break walls and barriers. These people who live like this typically don't have enough money, can't keep a job. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because they not smart or not hard working. It's because you judging people off the way that they look and the way that they talk, and you ain't gave them a chance to see how intelligent they are.
And our stories need to be told. But I also think something that, listen up, white people, just because something does not apply to you doesn't mean that it's not happening.
Right.
Because I cannot point out an instance where I have been racially profiled. But I know that you have and other people have, and racial profiling is real.
Right.
Right. And so just because something doesn't apply to my life doesn't mean that it's not happening, or that the problem with people is that they don't work hard enough, or they don't manage their money well enough, or they didn't try. It's not that simple, honey.
It's not that simple.
It's not.
It's not that simple.
Especially black people are barely 4 generations removed from slavery.
And I think that nobody, like people our age, or just in general, like, you don't realize that, like...
4.
Like, nigga,
my great-granddaddy's daddy was a slave.
You feel me? I came across a video. My grandma showed me a video of one of our family people being, sitting in the field being interviewed. And telling them about how much money they make and how many kids they got, and you know what I'm saying.
I think
and
I know the lady that had 14 kids.
Nah,
that's not her.
I don't think so. I gotta find that video again. But it was like, she was like, yeah, this show so and so, and I'm like, damn, this video in black and white, but this is only this long ago. And I'm like, damn, we actually this close to slavery, nigga. Literally. And y'all wanna act like when people tell you, you was a slave, and then you was a sharecropper, and then you was this, like.
That wasn't shit, that long ago.
That shit keep on going, and if you think we not in the midst of all that, and that you not a motherfucking slave, you crazy as hell. That's how I feel. You crazy as hell.
Right.
But I also feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, when Kanye was like, that shit's a mentality, it is a mentality. But in order to break it, you first gotta know that it's there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't fight something. How you gonna fight something if you don't know what the fuck you fighting?
Right.
So even if you are fighting something, you don't know what to fight. You can't fight it accurately, efficiently. Properly. Maybe you trying, but you got the wrong tools.
I think I said that for something else, but I was like, how can you prepare yourself or your family for something, for what the enemy is doing, if you don't know what he's doing?
Right.
How can you prepare yourself? But, like, my dad was born in 1959. That was before the Civil Rights Voting Act and all these other things that gave us more rights. His dad, I think, was born in like the 20s. My dad's dad fought in World War II. Every video we ever seen of World War II is black and white.
Yep.
That is my granddad. My granddad's dad was a sharecropper. Like, you feel me? It just wasn't that long ago at all. And my dad is still alive. My dad is an older man. My dad's 64, but I mean, that's 4 generations. Yeah. And it takes 4 anybody that raises animals or horses or like wild animals, they'll tell you it takes 4 generations to domesticate an animal. Yeah. To take it from the wild and have it be like a pet.
And that's what they doing, but you gotta realize that it's bigger than us, America. It's a bigger plot to it's a bigger story.
Yeah. People don't.
It's a bigger story because America was founded by a different group of people who owned a whole different country. So come on now. Right. Come on now. They be teaching us, but you got to put that shit together by yourself.
Yeah. Nobody was thinking about.
And then they trying to take that shit out of schools. My bad.
No, for real. They're trying to erase it. They don't want to talk about it.
Because they want you to keep you captive, to keep you.
Because I might not hold you accountable if I feel like that didn't happen. I might not speak up about things if I'm not somewhat afraid of it happening again. Because you told me that it didn't happen.
These people, us as a people, we gotta do better. Black people, we gotta do way better. Fuck yeah, man.
We gotta do the work. Unfortunately, like, I'm scared to send my baby to school.
You scared to send your baby to school?
I don't want to say scared, but
why are you scared to send your baby to school?
It's not just that I'm scared of sending. I got a very good like public school education, but I think that was very much because Memphis, because I came from a family that had black women in the 70s who had degrees, and like my uncles and my great uncles were servicemen, and so they were more educated, and so all of that, my family and school together, is what I think put together my education. But I think that Memphis gives you, I think I just got a really good education. I had teachers that cared. We had a lot of identity teaching in school, like who you are, where we come from, Arthur King. I mean, that's literally down the street from where we are right now.
You, I think, especially here in Memphis, depending on what side of the city you in, you might your teachers might not even show up to class type shit.
Right, really.
So it just.
It's not that I'm scared, but especially because, you know, Israel is very ambiguous looking, you know, and his father is a black man, but he's also very ambiguous looking. It's very important to me that my son, no matter what he looks like, that he understands that he's a black man.
So you know, there's certain things that you can't protect him from, because if you protect him from it, it's going to deny him the experience of what the real world is.
I know.
So, you know.
I want him to go to school, but I also want to okay, what did y'all talk about today?
But you also need, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, when you go to school, you gotta understand that there's black people that ain't never seen. So, you know what I'm saying? Black people gonna ask you, what are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not because they don't know. That's why they asking you. So, like, I be asking people, why do you get offended when people ask you what you are?
Yeah.
Because blah, 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 blah. I'm asking you so I can address you properly.
You know, it doesn't offend me.
Or maybe people, like, just literally don't know.
Right.
So, but the fact that you're different and people have to ask you what you are, you get offended. But I be trying to tell people, like, even as a gay woman, boom, when I choose a title, my title is to let you know how to approach me and how to understand me. My title is not for me.
It's not limiting me to just that.
It's not my title, not for me. My title is for you.
So you understand.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that people when we be out here choosing who we want to be, people choose what they want to be based on themselves and not how other people understand whatever the word is that they choose to represent themselves. I'm just saying that to say, you know what I'm saying, these are things that we need to be aware of. Or maybe you, particularly with your child.
I mean, it's just important to me that he gets a good, like, well-rounded education. I know that public school, I don't think any school, even private school, it's not designed with let me teach you how to be a strong black man in mind.
Okay,
you know?
so then that's your job.
And that's on me.
Right,
that's to fill in the gaps.
You and your man's job. And then also, I think when you talk about well-rounded, what the fuck?
well.
Public school experiences. Private school experience, like both of them.
Homeschooling,
if you want to,
and that may be. But I like if
like white kids, being in school with white kids, but also being in school with black kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the experience is gonna be different and definitely gonna shape you to be.
I think that identity different. As a black person, having identity, you know, your personality doesn't have to be black. Right? Yeah. You don't have to be being black is my personality. Yeah. But you need to understand that you are black. You need to, and that's really important to me.
I think you got it.
Yeah, I think if I could somehow, the best way I could emulate what I got, I think that as a black man, he would be great and he would be wonderful.
Well, Jerastina,
I know you enjoyed me.
I did. I really like this episode. All episodes don't feel like this. Right. But, you know, unfortunately, we are running out of time.
It's time to go.
Yep, it's almost time to go. So, you know, if you want to drop your socials, if you want to advertise anything, this would be the time to do it.
Right. So my Instagram, all my socials are my name, Jerastina. J-E-R, you can tag me.
Okay.
Right? Jerastina, just my first name. I do make press-on nails, and they are very intricate and great, and you should buy them. So get at me.
Yeah, and tell them where to find you. Like, you know,
Instagram.
she can send them to you. She can ship them to you.
I do shipping. Yeah.
Okay.
But Instagram, you can get anything through Instagram.
Don't worry about it. And, you know, make sure you what is it? Like,
subscribe, follow,
share. You hear me? Make sure you hit hit the little ding button, whatever.
Notification bell.
Yep, all that. Make sure you definitely subscribe though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I love this. This was good for my soul.
I did too. I did too. And every episode don't be like this.
Yeah.
So it's just I think I be anxious and I be kind of a little bit frustrated because I want this type of energy every single time I hit the mic.
I'll be back.
But okay, cool. But make sure you follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, not Twitter, on Instagram, because Twitter's called X. Twitter, Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at T.S.S.P.H. That's the Shay Shack Production House, and we out this joint, gang.